morning from me and Miss Super Baby over here, who is tired and not real happy with me at the moment. But we'll get through it. It's going to be or not very short, but a pretty short stream today, mostly just because, one, I have this little darling angel over here, and that's really kind of the main reason. I'm not going to lie. That's what I thought. Give me one sec. I don't have the screen going on for her other ones. George, where have you been? She's like, I just have my new story queued up, and she's just staring at it like, why is that not moving? Hello, Gabby. Hello, George. We've missed you. You've been a stranger. I know where you've probably been, but I won't say. I forgot to, I ran out of time, to be honest, to go grab the link. There is a website, I guess, that Andrea Burkhart was talking about Monday after the verdict was reached in the Delphi case that you can follow for updates for Richard Allen. I think it's Justice for Richard Allen, but I will get that link and put it in Friday's video. I don't have any updates from that around here, other than just kind of going through the comments, just out of curiosity. It shocked me that the majority of the comments I saw on Court TV thought the jury got it wrong. That shocked me. Of course, here we got the mainstream media, who everybody on those channels think they got it right. There's a local reporter from Indianapolis that says she got called out and she cut the line. So if you don't know, there was only every day, it seemed like the judge was cutting down how many seats were in the public for the public in the courtroom. Sorry. And so when the verdict was read, there was only apparently 14. And this reporter from RTV6 in Indianapolis, a guy from Dateline, and I don't know who the other woman was. She may have been from Dateline as well, who already had representatives in the courtroom, and they didn't have media passes. Apparently, they just walked up to the front of the line, and thank you, Gabby. One of the people that was in line waiting to get in was recording it. She said, like, we couldn't say anything because if we would have called them out, like, to the police officers, we would have just been kicked out of line, period. But somebody must have said something to this reporter because she said she didn't care that she cut the line. And she's been called out. I don't think I doubt RTV6 really cares. It's just not a good look. It's just not a good look. And this is why people don't like the mainstream media so much. It's just act like you're so entitled. So 3 people in line that should have gotten in to go and hear the verdict read live did not, because these 3 people thought that they were more important, even though they did not have media passes. And the people who did have media passes, they were already inside. She thinks it's funny too. And when the media got up to leave to come outside, these 3 people, of course, got up to leave as well. So yeah, that's the only weird, interesting thing that I have heard. I've listened to a couple different people talking about who were inside the courtroom, talking about the jury and what happened inside the courtroom. Both accounts don't exactly line up with each other, so it just is what it is. Everybody sees things differently, and I don't know. We won't know what happened because we weren't allowed. Hey, Adair. Good morning. So that's really all I have on that right at the moment. It just, it's still a topic, obviously, in my state because it's been a huge story for a long time. Hey, Kelly, how you doing? It's good to see you. Easy and not, I just keep putting you up there, Kelly. Not going to do anything too outrageous. I do have a story from Wisconsin that has been developing since August. Um, it is about a kayaker who apparently has faked his own demise. And we're going to listen to the sheriff there discuss what has been going on since August 24th and what they've been doing to find this man and how many resources have been used to try to find this man, only to come up with the sorry, she's laughing. Only to come up with they think that he faked his own death. So, hey, Bri, thank you. How you doing? I imagine you're like super, super busy. You look marvelous. I feel a little disheveled, but I hope you are doing well. I hope you're not working too hard. I hope you are getting to rest and enjoy some life. Okay. Oh, I do want to say one more thing. I haven't watched the whole thing yet. There's this video out there that shows Richard Allen in a bar back in 2019. And the only reason it even caught my attention was because I saw somebody else comment that they saw it and it was really creepy. So far, I've watched a little bit of it, and the only thing he's doing is standing there. Like, so if you stand in a bar, sorry, you are going to look creepy, apparently. So don't stand in a bar. Holding a pool stick, apparently playing pool. I don't know. I know. She says don't do that either. All right, let's bring this up. Yes, thank you very, very much. I'm glad you are well. I figured you were busy, Bray. It's always good to see you. And you and George appeared at the same time. Do you think that's funny too? Okay, let me know how the sound is. I've got it boosted. Do you have closed captionings on? Twinsies. Twinsies. Bryce, she has the ability to laugh at kind of inappropriate things. It's really hilarious, but kind of concerning. Her mom and I were talking the other day about her inappropriate laughter. I said she's either going to be like the best, like investigator or lawyer, or we're going to see her on TV in a not a good way. The things that she finds funny, we're like, oh, that's not funny. But I mean, we laugh. So, all right, here we go. Here's the sheriff up in Wisconsin. He's going to tell us about this kayaker.
Thank you for attending.
Hello. I can already not hear it. Funny, I could hear it a second ago. All right, hopefully I won't blast you out.
I'm Sheriff Mark Padol, the Greenland County Sheriff's Office. And I've called this press conference to give you the update to the community on the search of our missing kayaker, Ryan Borgart. And from now on, I'll reference him as Ryan. Before we get started, I just want to introduce my partners in this. We have the FBI, our Detective Bureau, DCI, Bruce's Legacy, and the Brown County Sheriff's Office. I'm going to start from the beginning. On August 12th, 2024, at 5:32 p.m., our office received a call from the Dodge County Sheriff's Office in reference to a subject that did not return home that evening, and the last known location he was was Green Lake. Deputies headed that way, checked areas around the lake, and found Ryan's vehicle along with his trailer parked in the area of Dodge Memorial Park. And that's the western southern part of our county on our lake. We immediately deployed our boat, and at 6:31, two of our deputies found a capsized kayak in the western part of the lake in the area of the 220-foot depth of water. The last contact with the phone and with Ryan was around 10:45, and when we first got it was around 6 o'clock the next morning. I immediately called my partners through the DNR and requested boats. The reason why I called the DNR is because they got a rapid response, and working closely with them, I knew that they would give me the resources that I needed. My second call was to Bruce's Legacy. Bruce's Legacy has helped us in the past with drownings that we've had on our lake. And the reason why is because of the depth of our lake. Our lake is 238 feet, the largest inland lake in Wisconsin. We assembled around, it was around 8:30 that Monday morning to get our plan in place as to what we were going to do. As you can see in the screen behind me, shows the location of data guides that guided our search. There was a number of pings that we got from the phone that Ryan had contact with his wife, and that would have been Sunday evening. And the last one, where it shows you on there, it says last ping. That was one where he told her that he was going to be turning around and heading towards shore soon. We then got another ping around 11:50-ish, and that was just the last ping that we got on the phone. So we started to search that area extensively, our patrol boats, the DNRs, and we continued to do that. And at 1:15 p.m. that Monday, Bruce's Legacy arrived. Our plan was to put him into the deeper end with his sonar, and that he would search that. We use side sonar in the DNR boat, in our boat, to do the shallower part of the lake. We concluded that time, and our game plan was to start again on Tuesday, and that's what we did. At 6:30, we regrouped, and we started our search. The DNR, our search crew, along with Bruce's Legacy. At around 9:30-ish, there were some boaters out there, and one boat with two fishermen on were casting along the bottom of the lake, and they come up with a fishing rod. That fishing rod was taken as evidence, photographed, and was identified by the wife of the victim. So we continue to search, figuring that.
I have to pause or they might copyright me. But he's saying that lake is 238 feet deep. I assume that's at the deepest part, not at all the parts, because I was like, how can you be casting 238 feet? I mean, I'm sure you can, and then you come up with a fishing pole. This is why the stream's not going to be very long today. I don't know what a fishing roll is. Probably a sushi platter. I have no idea. But so, yes, forgive me for having to stop it, but I will have to every couple of minutes so I don't get in trouble.
That could have been a point of interest. And at 3:45 that same day, Tuesday, we found, someone called and said that they found a tackle box. The stuff inside that tackle box had a wallet and keys and a license belonging to Ryan. We continued to search that day, and we continued to search the rest of the week with our resources. We got into a couple weeks, and it was on August 24th when we decided that we were going to bring in 3 cadaver dogs, which we did. And also we brought in a dive team, 2 divers, very experienced and willing to assist us. As we did our duties that day, we started out with our dogs until 11 o'clock a.m. They got a couple hits. The divers went in. These divers have dove into Green Lake, and they dove in on the east end quite a few times and felt that there was not going to be any problem. The one thing that they didn't realize, and they found out Saturday night, was it was very murky on the west side. So they come up. They didn't come up with anything other than these 2 divers were dedicated to our department, and we're going to make sure that they were coming back the next day to do a different plan and dive. They came back that Sunday at 7 o'clock a.m. We had our plan in place. And the one thing that they made sure to me that they said,
Yes, Adair. I am familiar with the old Jamie Knowles story. I have everything. I just haven't put it together because we're just kind of waiting. But you talk. What an idiot. What an idiot. I think he's in prison now. I think that's where he belongs. I can't defend him. If I wanted to, I couldn't. I don't, so I won't. But yeah. Yeah. Creeper and creepy and really dishonest.
Sheriff, I can guarantee you when we come up, that body of water that we covered, he's not going to be there if we can't find him. They're guaranteed that they're going to cover that. So they did. They come up, and there was nothing we could find. So we continued our search throughout, and it continued through 54 days. I think it was 8 weeks. And during that time, it was unbelievable the amount of support that our community gave my department. It was unbelievable. From food to gift cards for Bruce's legacy to a thank you. And they were proud of us. They were proud that we were not giving up, and we were not. We continued. And on October 4th, which was a Friday, I met with Keith from Bruce's Legacy. And he said to me, he said, Sheriff, he says, I've done a lot of searches, and I can't find him. He said, we searched and we searched. And if you see that picture that's on the screen behind me, all the yellow is where Keith searched. That was every spot of that western water of our lake. With that being said, he also told me that, Sheriff, don't worry. I'm not giving up. He called the company and was asking for another piece of equipment, a top-notch sonar, and it was a new one, but it's going to be a couple weeks out. So October 7th, I got my crew together, my 3 detectives, and my chief deputy and myself. We met and we talked and we said, we got to go a different direction. And they did. The direction we went was offline, and we found out that his name was run on August 13th. Wow, yeah, that was something we didn't expect. So these people that I have up here today.
So what he didn't say, and I had to go find, when he said his name was run at the Canadian border when he passed over from the US into Canada. That's where his passport was run. So that's why they're saying he's alive. They think that he's alive. It goes on. The thing that was, when I was listening to this, that I thought, I want to help you find him because I want to know why. And two, the amount of resources, I'm with you, Bri, like the amount of resources they put towards finding this guy, the money that they had put out searching for somebody that wasn't ever there. I hope they get that back from him. I'm going to say they probably won't, but that bothers me. It doesn't bother me that they use that amount of resources to search for someone because, well, he might not be anymore. He was important to his family, so I'm not putting a price on that at all. But yeah. So that's what they meant when they said that his name was run. Hey, Flashman, I know you are. I won't be here long. You guys may be longer than I am, but tell her thank you if she gets the chance. And I appreciate that.
These are my partners. You reach out to them when you need help. And they've been helping us ever since. We started with Customs, Homeland Security, FBI, Wisconsin Department of Criminal Investigations, and my staff. We made contacts. A digital forensic analyst.
Hey, Christine.
Of a laptop that we were given through the wife, searching that, the disappearance that we have found that he was in some place in Europe. Through that forensic analyst, we recovered that he replaced his hard drive on the laptop. He cleared the browser on the day of his disappearance. He sank the laptop into the cloud on August 11th. He took photos of his passports. We found out that he moved funds to a foreign bank, changing his email and communication with a woman in Uzbekistan. He took out a $375,000 life insurance policy in January, and he purchased airline cards. Due to these discoveries of the new evidence, we were sure that Ryan was not in our lake. The expertise of Keith Cormacan of Bruce's legacy cannot be overstated. His dedication and persistence in searching efforts was unmarkable. And finally, his confidence that he could not find a body in the western part of our lake drew us in a direction that we were not looking. Keith is certainly the one and does the best thing in his craft. Our investigation has many steps to take. It's a puzzle that we're putting together. We got many pieces, but we got a lot more pieces to find. Our goals are to identify any crimes that have been committed by any individuals who assisted with this crime, investigations in the aspects of the crime with the assistance of our state and federal international partners. Pursue for expenses and searches funded by the taxpayers. We put in a lot of time, 54 days we put in. But Keith put in 28 of them days on that lake searching for Ryan. When he wasn't searching for him, he was looking over data. He was looking over data to figure out if he missed something. I'd like to express my sincere gratitude.
No, Adair, that's what this whole thing is. They are saying he faked his drowning. He is not in the lake. He's in Europe. So that's the bottom line, is he is not gone. Well, he's not dead. He's just gone. He's gone out of the country. And this guy's kind of mad about it. And I don't blame him because, like he said, 54 days they looked for this guy in this lake. Or 28 of those days. Even 28 days to look, that's a long time. But yeah, I was telling my husband about this and he's like, I wouldn't move to any country that ends in Stan. I was like, well, I don't know what Uzbekistan is like, but so I can't comment. I don't know. Adair, that's there. I'm gonna have to keep following this. This is like just happening over the weekend. So I'm gonna have to mute for a second.
To all the entities that assisted. Our expert divers, our canine cadaver dogs, Norton's Dry Dock, Peerless Boat Rental, Bayview Motel, Green Lake community. Our community supported us 110%. And the community that Ryan came from supported his family 110%. Bruce's legacy. I'd like to thank the dedication of my sheriff's office. But most of all, I want to thank the family. I want to thank his wife. That is one strong lady. Whenever we called on her, she always responded and she gave everything that she could for us. I cannot imagine what she's going through and they're going through. It's really hard. Because one, they felt that their dad was drowned. A day ago, they found out that he wasn't. There's one thing that I ask. I ask that the media, please, give the family space and time. It's important. If you want to do something, do that for them and do that for me. If there is someone out there that has either knowledge or unknowledge assistance with Ryan in his efforts, we encourage you to contact us. We plead that you contact us at the number that is shown on the screen. It's the Green Lake County Sheriff's Office, 920-294-4134, extension 1162. If there are people that want to remain anonymous, all you have to do is call our Crime Stopper tip. Text get them to 847411 or 1-800-GET-THEM. There's one last thing I want to do. And this is to Ryan. Ryan, if you are viewing this, I plead that you contact us or contact your family. We understand that things can happen, but there's a family that wants their daddy back. That's all I have.
Sorry. I when he said that, I heard there is a wife that probably doesn't want her husband back. I don't know who the beneficiary is of the life insurance, Bride. Sorry. They didn't say. Give me a sec. I'll be right back.
Are you able to talk about what charges might be brought against him, or is it too early for that?
It's too early. We're in that process, and that's why we're here today, because we had a very narrow window that we were going down, very narrow door. Not a lot of people knew what was happening, and we kept it pretty tight-lipped, because the most important thing was the family and were them kids. And I'm telling you, October was a long month, but we made it. We did. And now that we're branching out, we're going to involve a lot more people, and the charges will be then.
Is there any sense of a motive of why he would do something like this?
No.
Do you believe there was anyone assisting him in getting out of the country? Anyone else involved?
We're not sure. We're still going down that path, and that's why I put out the plea. If there's somebody out there, please do it for his family.
And do you have an estimate of how many taxpayer dollars might have been spent searching for him?
No, I don't. We got a total tally, I should say, we put together. But the one thing about our county, you worry about money. But the most important thing was I never got any pushback from nobody. They knew we had a mission to do out there, and we were going to do that mission. And my whole goal was I needed to give closure to this family.
Do you consider anybody else a suspect at this time?
No.
Do authorities believe that he is in Uzbekistan? And if so, are you working with authorities overseas to try and find him?
We do not know that, where he is. We know that he's not in our lake, okay? And his partners right up here that stand next to me, they're the ones that are helping. They're the ones that have the contacts and how we're gonna keep on going.
Sheriff, you sounded very frustrated at this entire situation. This is your county where you grew up. What is on your heart right now, wanting to give back to the taxpayers for basically this gentleman deciding to flee the country and basically tell a lie?
Well, it's not give back, okay? They elected me as sheriff for a reason. And the reason was to do what they wanted best. And that is, they always appreciate their county, okay? We're a close-knit county. And there's a lot of issues with law enforcement in a lot of places. It's not Green Lake County. We got the support. And this is one thing where they didn't say, it's costing us a lot of money. They say, Sheriff, we appreciate what your department's doing, and we're proud of you.
Do you have any other information you're able to share about the woman he was contacting in Europe?
Hello, Flash fan. Thanks, Squid. I didn't know if you were going to get done before me or I was going to get done before you. So we are watching a press conference of a guy that went kayaking and never came home. They searched, this is in Wisconsin. Shocker, I know. If you're from Wisconsin, no offense. My state's just as weird. I'm in Indiana, so we're dealing with that. They searched for him for 54 days. They searched the lake for 28 days. They had cadaver dogs. They had divers. They did as much as they possibly could to find this guy. And they finally found, if you're going to disappear, don't use your computer. And don't clear the cache from your computer on the day that you disappear. Also, they found when they started going a different direction because they weren't finding him in the lake, where Canada had ran his passport when he crossed from the US into Canada. They believe he's in Europe, in Uzbekistan, of all places. And this is like, it's pretty new. I saw this over the weekend. So I'm going to follow it because there's just so much here. Like Bri asked, where did he get the money? Or Adair asked, where do you got the money? I have no idea. He transferred money overseas. Again, you cannot do hardly anything and not leave a digital footprint. He took out a $375,000 life insurance policy. I don't know if that was because he felt bad because he was leaving his wife and 2 children behind. I don't know if she was a beneficiary or not. I feel so bad for his wife and his 2 children who are high school aged to find out this guy, they probably have been mourning and for 54 days coming to terms with the fact that their dad is gone. And then they find out a couple days ago, no. So there's a woman in Uzbekistan. He said to call Uzbekistan. I kind of thought that too, but I'm really get bad with geography in that part of the world because I'm just bad at it. So, but there's a woman in Uzbekistan who helped him, but they're not sure that they're not sure if he's with her. So my guess is probably yeah. There generally is like another person, another man, another woman when somebody does something like this. I hope they find him. I hope they get him back to Wisconsin because I want to hear the story. Well, see, I was way off. I can admit it. I don't know. And you could be lying, Roland. I have no idea. I just am not good with a lot of those little, I assume Uzbekistan is small. One of those smaller countries that are all kind of nestled over there. Shut up, Kathy. Hey, the first step is admitting you have a problem. And my problem is geography and also math. All right, we'll finish up his questions. The only other thing I really have to play. Well, okay. See, Flashman, now I feel even worse. That's all right. All right, let's finish this up. And then I have one more thing to play from Florida. Because if you have something in Wisconsin, you got to have something in Florida.
No, I don't.
Would he be extradited back to the US to be held responsible for spending all this money?
We're not quite that far yet. We're working on it. We are, but that's our next steps.
How is the family doing?
The family is doing rather well. We met with them earlier today. Yeah, it was a big shocker to them. Okay. Except the one person, and that was his wife, that I put a lot on her shoulders. I did. And, it was hard because of her kids. And she couldn't tell them. And, people come up to her and still say, hey, we're thinking about you. And that lady is very strong, very strong.
there's no information pointing to any members of the family having any connection with Ryan doing what he did.
No, there's not.
How old were the children?
High school age and grade school.
Who ran his name?
Our department did.
Okay. On August 13th,
No, October 7th.
October 7th. Okay.
Yeah.
And do you think that he actually did leave the country?
Everything that we have found, we're in a good position that we know he left, and he's someplace out there. He is. All we want to make sure is he's safe. There's a lot of things that could happen. But this continues to go on, and I can't do it by myself. And that's why I have the great partners that we can work with. And DCI is a very close partner, Department of Criminal Investigations,
And where did you say Ryan was from?
Watertown.
So that the community has offered a lot of support. Can you elaborate a little bit more on what that support means? And
Yeah, when we did our searching with our cadaver dogs and our divers, Norton's Dry Dock, they said, Sheriff, whatever you need for boats, we got them. And they furnished the operators, and that was 3 days. Because I forgot one that I called one of the divers back because I just, in my heart, I felt like we needed to
There's a
search this
catch.
one area. And that was one of the hot spots. And he came back and he did that for 3 hours. So we had that, a number of gift cards that were sent in, Bruce's Legacy. A lot of thank yous, and thank yous mean a lot. We had a lot of people that would drop off food to us and help us, our Lake Association. And we had a doings down in the southern part of our county, Kingston. They had a chicken barbecue, and it was on the Sunday that we were searching. And they knew we were searching, and they came up and they gave us 15 dinners. So we had something to eat, and that speaks volumes of, our community. It does.
Do you know when he left the country?
We know that he was run August 13th, 2024.
When you mean he was wrong, what is that?
Somebody ran his passport. It was.
Canada. I don't know why he didn't say Canada. Maybe he doesn't like the Canucks.
Do we have anything else? If not, thank you for coming. And that's it.
Busted Flash fan. But good try. Good try. Yes, Adair, this is a non-violent crime. Absolutely. I hope. We don't know. It's still going to cause a lot of harm for his wife and especially his kids. Oh. Thanks, Squid. See you later. Have fun with your laundry. Hello, Baker. How are you? We were just finishing a story about a kayaker in Wisconsin that went out for a kayak fishing expedition and never went back home. So welcome all you that are joining from the Bakerade. I'm not thinking he was kidnapped, Bri. I don't think he was kidnapped. Wisconsin, this little town or village in Wisconsin, I'm not sure what they would call this one, spent 54 days looking for him, 28 days in the water with divers. Their lake there is 238 feet deep. I don't know if that's how much of that is 238 feet deep. They found his fishing poles, tackle box, his kayak, his phone, or his car. And then Canada ran his passport when he crossed from the US into Canada. They now believe he's in, I'm going to correct, they said South Asia, but Roland Arthur from Squid's channel said that is more, or Central Asia, not Europe. Yes, I would not want to go to Uzbekistan. Also, the moron cleared his cache on his computer the day he disappeared. He had transferred money overseas with the help of a female in Uzbekistan. And got a new hard drive. I think he thought that was going to solve everything. I mean, I don't know. You cannot do things and not leave a digital footprint nowadays unless you go completely off the grid. My husband and I were talking about this. You would have to go completely off the grid for so long. It would be difficult. It would be really, really difficult. I feel so bad for his wife and kids. I'm still, as helpful as the wife was to the police, I'm thinking she's not involved. If she is, she has that sheriff completely. I mean, he's on hook, line, and sinker, for lack of a better way to put it. I am not rooting for this guy. He's not like a nonviolent bank robber. He needs to come back and face the music. He cost this county's taxpayers a ton of money to search for somebody that wasn't there and put his wife and kids through hell. That's enough for me. Sure. Except he crossed over into Canada first. Hello, Zach. This guy went out kayaking and never came back. Like, kind of like you keep going out for milk. Yes. He has took out $375,000 in life insurance. I'm not I don't know who the beneficiary was from that yet. They have not said. This is not a trial because they haven't found him. They just think they kind of know where they are, where he is. But they have not got him and brought him back to Wisconsin yet. The oh, oops, he drove the Chevy to the levee. Oh, that levee, a dare. Well, you're going to tie them cows up. I don't want to live with polar bears. They are very mean. My money is on the girlfriend too. Um, like I said, his wife and family thought he was gone, literally like dead for 54 days, and then they find out a couple of days ago, no. Now the wife knew. That's why I don't think she's involved, because she was giving, or she was just like, I'm gonna save my own butt here because he's in trouble. So she had to sit on the information that the police did not think he was dead all this time until she was able to tell her kids. She was not able to tell her kids that, hey, daddy's alive. Yeah, I don't know. Brandon, are you in Indiana? Like I am. You were making comments the other day that I'm like, you know some things about Indiana. So you've either been here or are here. Yeah, I don't. So I'm going to, there's nothing really new on here. I thought they had found them because the title of one of the news articles I was looking at today um, said they found him. No, they didn't. It's the same. It's the same thing. Thank you. This is actually my granddaughter who's being a little bit more difficult today than normal, but we're getting through. We're getting through. She's normally very good. I just don't have Dora on for her at the on the other monitor because I had the sheriff on. You hate Indiana pork chops. I think you meant to say you hear Indiana has good pork chops. I was gonna say, let's not hate pork chops. Ah, Zach, I don't believe that. Yes, she is super baby. She steals the show when her mom gets mad because I have her on the screen. All right. So the other video I have to watch. I hate when it just automatically plays. Oh yes. They certainly are, Kimberly. They go home. You get to sleep through the night. Oh, yes. And she's just been very kind of whiny today, so I apologize. Oh. Thank you, Zach. You better listen to Gabby or she'll throw your shoe at you. Yeah, well, I am not close. I am down south from Delphi, about an hour and a half, so I'm good. I'm good. No fear for me here. Okay. I'm sure some of you are very familiar with Sheriff Grady down in Polk County, Florida. Um, yeah, I don't know. And hello, Kiwi. We're getting ready to go into some Asian stuff. And I do not mean this anything against any Asian people whatsoever. It's just what happened on Operation Skin So Soft. I actually feel really sorry for these women. If you just, I will say that beforehand, just so everybody knows that I'm, I feel really bad. I don't like what is happening to them, and it's probably going to continue happening to them once they are released. But Sheriff, gosh dang it, Sheriff Grady is. If you've never heard a Sheriff Grady, excuse you, that was super baby, just wreaking havoc with me today. If you have never heard one of, you're either gonna love him or you're gonna hate him. Thank you, Gabby. They may be. They probably are. In all seriousness. All right. I turn this back down a little bit. So let me know if I need to turn it back up, and I will. Thank you, Gabby. Seriously? That is not far from me at all, Zach. I knew it. I knew you were getting milk in Greencastle. Dang it. Greencastle's got to be out of milk by now, Zach. That's all I'm saying. All right. Here we go. Let me know how sound is. Zach, you're killing me. You're unaliving me. You're like right in the area. I feel bad for these women because of what they have to do, probably just to stay maybe alive here. I have a feeling life is not good for them, not even in this country. So I am not making fun of these women. I think I feel very bad for them. Grady Judge storytelling is something else. So I am laughing at that, but not their situation or them. I just want to make that very clear to everyone. And yes, he did say popcorn fart. I don't even know what that is. I don't think I need to. Let me move these. Tells you a lot. They're not moving. I don't believe they're moving themselves around. I think they are being moved from place to place by whoever is in charge of them. And it's really sad. She's a U.S. citizen, so I hope that she can maybe get away. No, great. Sheriff Judd, I don't want to see you soon unless it's like, hello in the streets. Oh my goodness. No, sorry. Oh, he's been around for a long time, Kelly. Yeah, it's all Sheriff Grady. And can't tell if he's Madison or Super Baby approved or not, whatever. He did give a warning. He did. If my ish is being posted. Did you say something else, Kiwi, that I didn't see? If I didn't see it, I'm sorry. Yes, it is official. Insurance will no longer be covering popcorn farts, especially after reading about them, because it's apparently a thing. Ah, dear. Not me. Not me. I meant Zach. And my brain is fried this week. Yeah, I don't see anything. Yeah, well, she doesn't like it either. So, yeah, they're really sensitive. Super, super sensitive. All right. Well, somebody's winding up, so I'm going to wind it down. So I can go make her happy till her mom gets here. Which won't be long. Sorry. So that's all I'm going to say because she's going to wind up. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you for the Baker raid. Thank you for the squid raid. I will be back Friday. We're just going to keep it easy and light this week. But I'm going to go. So I will see you guys all Friday. Bye.